Grab your glass and pull up a chair. It's time for your favorite girls' night in.
Welcome to Pouring in Parenting. We're your besties, Sil and Inish.
We're here to laugh through the chaos. Hello, Pourers. Let's start the show. Hey. Welcome back to another episode of Pouring and Parenting. It's your girl, Inish.
And I'm Sil.
And we have another exciting, fun episode for you all today. But before we jump into that, Sil, what did you pour into your cup today?
I didn't pour anything, but I did get a White Claw Black Cherry.
Ooh.
It's crisp, it's refreshing, and then we have the sound of the, oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like the can of a White Claw being opened.
Yes,
So yeah,
ma'am.
that's what sounded good to me today. What about you? What did you pour?
I decided to pour an old fashioned. It's already made. I feel like it's Bullet brand, pre-made. I added lemon and honey. So cheers.
Are you cheating?
Okay, that's not bad. Definitely more honey than I anticipated. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Today's episode is titled, This Is How We Do It. And Sil and I are going to take you on a journey in a day in the life. We are going to do a lot of name dropping. Now, be aware, we are not being sponsored by any of the products that we're recommending. These are actual things that we utilize in our households. We're not telling y'all to buy it or not to buy or continue to use what you're using. Do you? But before we get into the juicy stuff, we have a couple of hot topics. The first hot topic we're going to be discussing is a trend. And we're talking fashion. So there are two trending trends that moms specifically are wearing: witchy cottagecore and grungy Y2K revival. These two styles dominate because they offer a perfect mix of cool mom edge and everyday practicality. So let's break it down. Witchy cottagecore, the nature-inspired favorite. This particular style is currently a top choice for moms because it combines the whimsical, flowy nature of cottagecore with a moody alternative twist, and it's often referred to as vamp romantic. So the specific look, if you're not familiar with it, is a tiered or just a regular maxi dress in dark florals, mushroom prints, or butterflies. And the moms seem to love this trend because it's easy to wear, the silhouette is nice, loose, and it's forgiving on a mom bod, and you can stay active with the kids while looking intentional and put together. It's a throw on go factor. Put the dress on and go. You pair it with some combat boots, a leather jacket, a cardigan, and get up and go. The grungy Y2K revival is the nostalgic favorite. So this particular look is leaning into the 90s and 2000 nostalgia. But now in the 2026 era, they're giving it a more elevated approach. We're talking oversized graphic tees, wide leg pants, a long sleeve shirt perhaps under your graphic tee. It's comfy, it replaces the leggings, and it's giving a structured look with the baggy pants and an oversized shirt or a jacket while looking trendy. It's durable, it feels nice on the skin, and again, you can move nice and easy, and you can hide any of your, what you may feel are not so flattering parts under all
Problem
the
areas.
Yes. So, Sil, how do you feel about those two trending looks?
Okay, first off, I hate the name for the, was it witchy cottagey vampire look?
Witchy cottagecore is what they're calling it.
It sounds scary. Like, I think it's hocus pocus with a modern twist. Now, I will say that I do like the trend itself. I do have like faux leather jackets. I do like to pair my dresses with a jean jacket, but I do like pairing it with something of that sort. So I feel like I do that already. I am not a combat boot person, but just some cute slip-on shoes, like the ballerina shoes, or sandals, or comfortable sneakers would be sufficient. I hate the name. I hate the name.
The name is definitely aggressive. I like the trend as well. I am a combat boot girl, and I have worn the look before. And
Did you post it on one of your Fit Fridays?
I posted a dress. I don't think I
Something
had
similar?
something similar. I'm not sure if I had the combat boots. I will, though, be posting a look that's
Hmm.
definitely representing this witchy cottagecore. I ain't gonna call it. I'm not gonna call it that. It will be called something
Please don't.
different. I agree. Cottagecore. The wordplay is insane, but I posted a couple of things similar to that. I have a lot of maxi dresses, and I have definitely paired my maxi dresses with combat boots. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following us on Pouring Parenting, Instagram, TikTok, follow us because Mama's gonna put on some cottagecore fit for you to see.
Let's see if she looks scary or not. Tune in.
Okay, what about the grungy Y2K revival? How are you feeling about baggy jeans and whatnot?
I'm not a fan of baggy jeans.
Okay.
I'm not. But I love the oversized shirts.
Yes.
That I do. I think it's so comfy. So I like half of it. I've tried on the baggy jeans before and I can't. It's just so much. Like, no, no, thank you. I
Not
pass.
your vibe. Okay.
Yeah.
So I recently gotten into the wide leg or boyfriend jean, I feel is another name for it. I like the trend. For me, I'm still trying to figure out how to make it work for my body, but I'm getting comfortable with the wide leg or boyfriend jean, and I love a graphic tee. Majority of my closet is filled with graphic tees, which is crazy because years ago, pre-kids, I was tight tee, crop shirts, belly out, and everything had to be skin tight. So the fact that I am trying to lean into the looser fit and not the
Who are
leggings.
you?
Yeah, it's crazy. Who am I? I guess I like both trends. I'm down with both of these mom trends and these moms stepping out of a potential comfort zone that they may or may not be in. So let's move on to trending topic number 2. We're calling this lunch to go for the busy mom. So there are 2 popular trending grab and go lunches that are options for busy parents in 2026. We're several months into the new year. We're almost halfway through the year, and which is insane to say that even now. I feel like it was just New Year's yesterday. It's crazy.
Right?
Crazy. But we're talking on the go. What do you pick up? What are you eating? Everyone's busy. Parents are busy. We're all busy. One of the trending to go grab and go lunches are adult Lunchables. We're talking portable charcuterie boards,
Mm-mm.
customable protein bowls. This particular trend is popping because there's zero cooking involved, depending how fancy you want to be with your charcuterie board. And it's finger food friendly. Could have been dirty, depending how you want to look at that. But ultimately, it's just making it easy to eat while you're commuting, while you're at work, while you're out. You're not going to disrupt your coworkers with the hardcore smell in the microwave. You can go to the park and enjoy your meal. We're talking high protein, like turkey roll ups, pepperoni sticks, hard boiled eggs. I've been seeing a lot of boiled eggs on my timeline. Sweet Jesus, there are so many people cooking eggs right now.
Disgusting.
You could pair that with almonds, cheese cubes, crackers, and pretty much the parents are using bento boxes to separate their portions, just keeping it simple. So, how do you feel about a good old fashioned adult Lunchable?
I don't know. But you know what? I am more one of those I'll just take leftovers for lunch type
Mhm.
person. Um,
Yeah.
and when I'm in a hurry, I'll usually just grab a salad from the local grocery store, or I'll take a yogurt and an apple and I'm like to go. It's not the charcuterie type person either. And I realized that not that long ago. You know, the setups are super cute, but it's not for me. I don't care for the meats and I mean I love cheese, but maybe I just haven't had the right combination.
Okay. I'm here for it. I love a charcuterie board. I like crackers and cheese and meat, and I would 100% do this. I don't do it, but I do like the idea of it, and I think it's good. I actually really like the fact that you don't have to worry about microwaving your food and it's ready to go. Done. And you can share with the kids. If you went to the park, you can easily hand them a cracker or a piece of cheese. Okay. The second trend for on the go lunch would be a customizable protein and grain bowl. So bowls are super popular. There are a lot of places that are adding that to their menus, like random places that you would even think would have a chicken bowl on their menu, but they have them. So they're really popular because they can be pre-built to your liking, especially if you make it at home. And depending on the locations that you go to, Chipotle and so many other locations, you can make it to your liking. So some of the favorite or popular bowls out there are Mediterranean bowls, burrito bowls, and a lot of parents now, which I'm sure you've seen in again on social media, they're using mason jars to layer the ingredients. We're talking dressing on the bottom, lettuce on the top to keep everything crisp for several days. So a lot of parents out there are meal prepping with their mason jars and making their bowls or even salads because it'll be nice, fast, and convenient and healthy. It's a healthy option for the most part, depending on the dressing that you're using. But we ain't about to get into that. But do you? How do you feel about that trend? Have you ever done a mason jar salad or bowl?
I
So,
haven't done the mason jar salads. I've seen them, but I have like pre-made my lunches. So I made myself bowls, the quinoa and all that. I love a good Mediterranean bowl, kava. If you've been in kava before, oh my gosh, it's so good. Miguel's Jr. also has a protein bowl now. I think it's like
mm,
newish, and it's actually affordable. I feel like Miguel's is kind of on the pricier side,
mhm.
but their protein bowl is actually I think under like $13, and it's a good portion. Like you can eat it in 2 sittings. Yeah, so yeah, I do like that. I like the whole protein bowl, even the salads thing. I love a good salad, with, of course, a healthier-ish dressing.
Yes,
But hey, as long as you're eating a salad,
that's all that matters, right?
the attempt is there. You tried.
Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our hot topics. Let's move into the meat of today's episode. And we're going to pretty much start off with our morning. What's our morning routine look like for Sil and Inish for pouring and parenting? As we're going through our day to day again, we're going to name drop a lot of different products. And again, we are not being sponsored or no one's paying us to say anything that we're saying. These are items that we use day to day in our household that we want to share with you all. And okay, so Sil, we just discussed style and fashion in the first trending hot topic. Now, in real life, what is your favorite mom style? We know that you are a working mama bear. What is your go to work fit that if you could wear it every day, what would you wear?
So I wear dresses to work a lot, um, and I actually really like it. I do like wearing a dress. It's simple, I don't wear anything crazy. Just kind of like a no-brainer. I don't have to worry about matching too much. It's all just one big old piece. And some comfy shoes, either a white tennis shoe or some comfy sandals to go with it. If I could just wear a dress and sandals or comfy shoes every day, done.
Yes. Do you have a go to store that you go to for your dresses?
Sheen.
Okay.
A lot of my dresses, especially the last like couple years, have come from Sheen. Other than that, it was like Amazon or Kohl's. Kohl's was before Sheen and before I really like got into buying clothes on Amazon. Kohl's was my place to be, especially because all the Kohl's cash they give. Other than that, right now Sheen is where I get the majority of my clothes from, and I've had like some really good clothes come out of there.
Okay. See, I've never purchased anything from Shein, and I keep one day I'm gonna leave it at that. One day I will. I'm overwhelmed by the capacity of their options. I look and then I jump off.
Yeah. Just look at the reviews. Look at the reviews. If it has good reviews, I think you're solid.
Okay,
I
heard.
don't know about their return policy.
Mm-hmm.
Last time, and it's been a while now, that I tried to return something and it almost wasn't worth it. So I kept
Mm.
it because it was going to be like the same price to ship it back as it was to buy it. So I'm like, I'd rather just give it to someone at this point, which I did.
Okay. All right. Heard. So for me, being a sham, I wear a lot of leggings. I prefer to wear workout style leggings because they're a little thicker and I feel that just regular leggings are that material is just too thin and workout leggings are a lot more I guess forgiving and they kind of suck everything in with an oversized tee. Again, I do have some boyfriend jeans that I've been wearing, but if I know that I'm gonna be in the house and just doing pickup and not really too many errands for the day, I'm throwing on a pair of leggings. I get my leggings from either Ross or Burlington. Nothing crazy, not an overpriced pair of leggings. My oversized tees I've gotten from Target. They have a lot of screen tees, men and women, and they're really great priced oversized tees if you're into that. I know Fashion Nova sells screen tees, but Target, if you want one like right now, I'm moving on. So
Mm-hmm.
your toddler's awake, but before they woke up, you put them in a nighttime diaper. What is your go to overnight diaper for your toddler? We're talking leak protection. What would you recommend?
So I have used the same diapers for both my kiddos at this point, and it's the Members Mark, so Sam's Club brand premium diapers, and I use them day and night. Like I don't have a separate nighttime diaper only because they do work so well. I rarely have issues. They're relatively inexpensive compared to other brands, and it lasts us a good few weeks before we have to buy another pack.
Okay, good. You said those are Sam's Club, right?
Yes, the Members Mark premium diapers.
All right, all right. I like Huggies, and I'm wondering if that's the same, if that's what they're comparing it to, are Huggies? Do you know
Hmm.
what their comparison is to?
No, it doesn't say.
Oh,
I don't think so.
okay. Well, we do Huggies over here. We've tried Loves and Mom's Choice and I can't think of any other brands that we've tried, but we are a Huggies family over here and they work great. We use them, like you said, day in and day out. If I did have a second choice, I would definitely go with the Sam's Club choice as well. Huggies is a little more expensive. Loves, it's not a bad brand. And if during the daytime, I think that would be a great option. But the nighttime choice for us for sure would definitely be Huggies. It's worked for us. Like I know my brother uses Loves, so it's working for them clearly. But again,
Yeah.
we're not bashing any products on today's episode.
Right.
Just letting you know what's in our household.
Yeah. No, I actually still have my son's preemie Huggies diaper. It's like so tiny. It's like
So
this big.
dirty.
Yeah, so tiny. So we did use Huggies when he was born. He was a preemie,
Mm-hmm.
and those were like the best diapers that would fit him. Like anything else, like it just did not work for him.
Yes.
So I do thank Huggies for their preemie line because
Yes.
those were the best.
Yes. And honestly, to me, that's one of the main reasons why we've stuck with Huggies because it's just a really good fitting diaper. Just
Mm,
visually looking at it, on their little bodies, Loves and Parents' Choice to me just didn't appear to look comfy on them. And they
hmm
can't vocalize how it feels on them. So
Yeah.
I just doing an eye test, the Huggies definitely to me covers more. And now I will say that my babies are a little bigger too. So that could be the, reason they're not like oversized babies, but they're just a little bigger.
They're full.
They're full babies. So, maybe Huggies caters to full babies. Okay, so let's jump into breakfast. It's time to eat. You're dressed, the kids are awake. What do you go to for breakfast for the littles?
Pancakes. You cannot do any wrong. And we actually did try to find like a healthy pancake mix. Just by looking at some ingredients, we wanted to make sure that we were getting a brand that was definitely on the healthier side from all its chemicals and preservatives that they put in there. So the one that we use is the Birch Benders organic pancake mix, and we get that from our local grocery outlet. You can also find it at like Sprouts and Whole Foods and stuff like that. I mean, it's good. I've tried it. I'll even add an egg to it just to add protein. But yeah, pancakes is the way to go. That and some tots. They're happy. They're good.
Yeah, I like that. So it's the oldest loved pancakes, and he got out of that phase. And honestly, I don't blame him. He was munching down pancakes for months. Pancakes, eggs, and bacon was his go-to meal. Easy peasy, didn't need to ask. And then he got into waffles. So waffles were a big thing. He doesn't like syrup. Not a big syrup kid.
hmm
The baby is aggressively into oatmeal.
Mm,
And they're both into cereal right now. Cheerios, the purple box. Specific, if you have not tried the purple box, get the purple box of Cheerios. You
what is
you
that like
won't.
berry?
No, it's like corn, and it's a mixture of just deliciousness.
Corn?
There's corn in there. So pretty much we're talking oats, corn, rice,
Okay.
and brown sugars. It is good. I know growing up, we had the good old basic ass Cheerios and we added sugar to it to make it sweet because it tasted too much like the wheat came straight from the ground and they grinded it up and just put it in the bowl and told us to eat it. But this is delicious and the kids love it. Check the box, read the ingredients. If you don't want the extra sweetness for your kids, again, don't come for us. This is what we do in our house. My oldest, she'll just eat a bowl of dry Cheerios, but the baby will eat it with milk. So that's pretty much the go-to breakfast in the house, either oatmeal, pancakes, or cereal. Okay, let's go into where the kids sitting to eat. So I know
All right.
obviously the oldest one is sitting, but where's the toddler sitting?
Yes. Oh man, just to even get him to sit. He loves to eat and stand. Like,
So
can
does
you
mine.
please sit down? Like, I want to just put him in a booster too, just lock him up. But the little one, I finally got her a booster seat that she could sit, that we could use to sit in the chair. So she's not like aside from the table anymore. She now participates in our dinners. It is the Chico Bento 3-in-1 booster seat. And it was really simple to put together. The box wasn't even that big. I did it, in a couple minutes. And it's safe. It has 2 harnesses, one around the chair, one underneath the chair. And then, of course, the seatbelt that you wrap the baby around.
Mhm.
And that one's like pretty simple too. It's not scary where you think you're going to pinch yourself type stuff. And she loves it. She loves to sit there. She feels a part of the family now, which is so cute. And she took to it right away.
That's great. So we actually utilized the booster seat very early on. We had a high chair. We moved and didn't take the high chair with us. And the only thing we had was this particular booster seat that is very travel friendly. I ordered it off of Amazon and it's the Safety First Deluxe convertible seat. So it folds down really nicely and very easy to pack and go. Take it to grandma's house, take it to godmommy's house, whoever's house, your baby daddy house. And it's easy to put back together. And again, as soon as he was able to sit up, honestly, he's been sitting in this booster seat and it comes with a table. So it appears as a high chair. And we were able to remove that once he was ready to sit at the table. So now he sits at the table with us without that, his baby table, I guess.
Right, the little tray.
Exactly, without the tray now. Let's continue to move forward. We're still in the breakfast. This is the last thing that I know that we both do, or it could be the first thing that we do, but coffee, girl.
I typically will just go straight to my coffee. My husband and I were so blessed. My mom, she gifted us a Keurig K-Cafe single serve K-cup coffee maker, and it has a latte maker and cappuccino maker on the side. And it is the best thing to ever happen to us. It works really well. I mean, it is a single serve, and we need our coffee, but we're not like coffee drinkers. Like 1 cup of coffee a day is sufficient.
Yes.
For the most part. I cannot live without my coffee maker. It is the best thing ever. I'll have my protein shake first and then my coffee.
So I make the same breakfast, an everything bagel breakfast sandwich with a fried egg, cheese, and bacon every day. Can eat that every single day of my life. I've jumped on the drink coffee in the morning. I know that's bad.
It is.
Allegedly.
It is. It spikes your cortisol levels. And, I can attest as I see my tummy growing. I'm like, I think it's because I drink coffee first thing in the morning.
Okay, well, maybe I'll jump back on the breakfast wagon. I will do a cup of coffee, and I'm basic as hell. I'm talking Folgers and Colombian brew with French vanilla creamer, and that's it. We also have a single serving coffee machine. Okay, we're into the afternoon now. So all of that happened in our morning. Still, you're off to work. I'm doing my sham thing. How do you spend your breaks for the mamas out there that maybe want to do something different with their breaks. What are some things that you like to do during that time?
I decompress during my breaks. I work in education. I have students the majority of the day, and I just sometimes need alone time. Sometimes you just need some quiet. I started to read and I finished 2 books actually in a month. I'm about to start my 3rd one.
Look at you.
Yeah, I know. Who am I? Last year, I don't think I read 1 book.
There you
And
go. Making
here
up
I
for lost
am,
time.
right here I am about to start my 3rd, which I'm actually excited about. I read the back of the book just to see what it was about. And I was
So, what
like,
are the
ooh,
books you
this
read?
sounds
Tell the
good.
mommies, tell the
Oh,
girlies.
yikes. Okay, so the first book I read was by Catherine Anderson, and it's a Mystic Creek novel called Silver Thaw. It was first in the series. It was such a good book. Oh my gosh. It is romance. I do realize that I'm more into romance.
Mhm.
This next one that I just finished, this one was a tearjerker. I was sobbing. It is Nicholas Sparks' The Rescue.
Okay.
And I was so torn because I didn't know where the story was going to go. It was literal, it was figurative, it was so good. The next one I'm going to start is actually another Nicholas Sparks called The Guardian.
Mhm.
That's this one here. And mind you, I know Nicholas Sparks from The Notebook. Like that's really all I
Okay.
knew him from. The other one was Catherine Anderson, but both great authors. So this is Catherine Anderson, Silver Thaw. This next one is that I'm going to read is, can you see it?
Yes. The
The Guardian.
Guardian.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been walking and reading.
Walking and reading. So who the hell am I? I'm a reader. What?
Yeah, you are. I remember I tried to start a book club and you're disgusted by that idea several years
Okay,
ago.
I was in school. I was not
Okay,
going to start
well,
a book
here we
club
are.
when I'm in school having to read other books.
Here we are. It's a new lifetime that we're in. New chapter of our lives.
Yeah.
Let's start a book club. Okay. I, as a sham, some things that I like to do with my toddler. I'm all about learning. We have a lot of learning activities. They have a lot of great book options at the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Go to your local $1.25 tree now. They have a lot of book options that are age appropriate. It'll say kindergarten. It says 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and choose your child's age. Ross and Burlington also have options there with erasable markers. If you're not homeschooling your kids already, obviously, if you're listening to this and you homeschool your kids, you probably have like the blueprint on what to do with your kids at home. But for the moms that don't homeschool and you have kids at school and you're trying to figure out what do I do with my child while the older ones are in school, start teaching them, get them prepared for the next stage, the next phase that they're going to dwell upon. And check out those locations. Again, the Dollar Tree, Ross, and Burlington have really great options for the kids. Another thing that I'll mention as a sham is when he's taking a nap. Mama, if you're not taking a nap with your baby, which I do recommend, if you can get a nap in, get a nap in. But if you're wide awake and you don't want to take a nap, I'm doing laundry. I might sit down. I'm reading books. I do audiobooks. I honestly, I can't sit down and read a book anymore at this point because the kids are mommy and me left and right. But I love a good audiobook. And I'll just sit and listen to the book and embrace that moment by myself of letting someone read to me quietly in space. And I'll catch up on things that I need to do around the house. I do start dinner early in the day if I do have the opportunity to get dinner over with early if you can. Knock that out and have the night to yourself because the kitchen will be clean already. The house can be taken care of already. Start dinner at 2 o'clock. Who cares? They're going to eat the food. I guarantee they'll eat the food. Okay. The last thing that we're going to talk about before we jump into our sing to me portion of the show. What's for lunch? So let's say it's the weekend. I know you're working during the week. What are the kiddos eating for lunch?
So typically for lunch, they'll have either fruit. They love to snack on fruit. They'll have chicken nuggets. I get the Tyson frozen all white meat chicken nuggets from Sam's Club.
Same.
Or my son will make himself a peanut butter jelly, or he learned how to use a stove. So he'll make himself a quesadilla or some noodles. And he also learned how to make shrimp scampi, and now he thinks he can have that for every meal. That's not going there. That is not
You
going
would have
there.
let him make him some shrimp scampi every meal.
Right.
Make enough for me.
It's expensive. Make yourself some chicken scampi or just some freaking noodles and freaking butter and garlic. Jeez.
Yeah.
They both like to have apples with peanut butter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the same. The oldest loves his dino nuggets and french fries. He loves homemade fries. And the baby likes pizza. We get the individual pizzas for him. He'll do his cheese pizza. And the kids also like the snack. They love oranges. We do the cuties and yogurt. If they want a sweet treat, we get the individual wrapped cookies for them. And pretty basic. Once we figured out what they liked, we give that to them and they will eat it. They ask for it. What are you eating for lunch at work?
At work, like I said earlier, I'm either taking leftovers, or I'll probably just take like an apple and like yogurt or granola and just like some snacks. Like I won't have anything big, just something to get me through the day. But I also like the salads. I like to get the Taylor Farm salads, so they're like prepackaged.
Mhm.
Not the really small
I
ones, but
understand
like
that.
in the
Yeah.
actual bag, because that could last me like 2 to 3 days, and I'll
Mhm.
just, like, keep it in the fridge, and I'll just add a protein to it, like, I'll take, whatever protein we had for dinner, I'll just take that with me, if I want something, like, on the lighter side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
like those. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, those salads are good. They have the different dressings to go with it,
Mhm.
like the Asian style or the Southwestern
Yeah, the
fancy.
Southwest, and then there was, like, a avocado ranch or avocado cilantro or something like that, that's really good.
Okay. I'm all over the place with lunch. Depending on the day, who knows what I'll eat for lunch, quite frankly. My husband has been bringing lunch home a lot lately, and that's been okay with me. But leftovers, honestly, is super big as well. That's sufficient enough for me until dinner rolls around. So just your basic lunch. Salads are really good, though. And honestly, whatever you have, you've got to knock out some stuff in the refrigerator. Just eat it and get it. Clean out your refrigerator. Make sure you're
Mhm,
eating, though.
yeah.
Make sure you're eating. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have now entered our sing to me portion of the show. Sil does all the heavy work when it comes to this part.
That I do. Right. So the way it works is I'm going to ask Inish a question regarding song lyrics, and her job is not only to answer the question, but to sing it back to me. And then she'll ask me a question, we'll go back and forth. So let's go ahead and get started. Inish, are you ready?
No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, we shall see. What does Lloyd want you to call him to make your bedrock? Once again, what does Lloyd want you to call him?
Fred Flintstone.
Can you please follow the rules? You got to sing it.
Call me Fred Flintstone.
Final answer?
Yes.
Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed.
Why wouldn't he refer to him by his government? You're going to have a point. Thank you.
Eh,
I'll take
I
that.
guess. You
All
got
right.
most.
Who did Missy Elliott say
Mhm.
the DJs were going to mix Keisha Cole's song "Let It Go" with? Who did Missy say they were going to mix her song with?
It's being sung in the song, or is she speaking? Because I
She's
remember
she's
that was an
rapping.
issue.
Missy's rapping.
Okay, in the song.
When I say it, you're going to be so mad.
Is it in the beginning? Ah, shoot. I
Mm.
don't want your man because I got it
Mhm.
like that, and it even gotta be like that.
I'll say it's an ad lib. You ready?
Sure.
They gonna mix it with Biggie. It was all a dream. Like, damn, that's hot.
My God.
You can hear it now, right?
On top, like, yeah. Yeah. Dang it. All
Yeah.
right, you got me. I knew that whole first part too.
Yeah, you did. I was like, okay, Missy, Miss Lamita, is she in the room or not?
Dang it.
Yeah.
All right. And I Get So Lonely, Janet Jackson says she still remembers the day. What day was it? Says she still remembers the day or to the day. What day was it?
I remember she was crying like a newborn child.
It goes, I still remember to the day. In fact, it was a third Monday. You came along
Oh my God.
to
This is the
be
first of
the
me.
one for me.
I
Oh
still would
my
have got it
gosh.
wrong. Okay. Okay, well played. I have a Janet Jackson song here too. Should we go Janet for Janet? Yes, let's go Janet for Janet. This is easy. What did Janet Jackson guess she had to do after realizing he had a nice package.
Guess I gotta pull it out. Ew, Janet, her songs are
Risky.
oh yeah. I was just telling her the other day, I was like, shoot, like I was like really listening to the words. I'm like, I had no this is one of those songs you had no business singing to when you were young.
But
Oh
I guess
my God, this song, it's like
I guess no one thought
there.
about it because her voice was so fluffy. It was light. Just
I guess I got a whip. I don't know.
it'd be a very aggressive thing to do. Okay, here we go. You done? That's it?
Yeah, yeah. I guess I gotta whip it out.
It's off. That's the
Ugh,
song. Guess I'm gonna have to ride it tonight.
dang it.
Guess I'm gonna have to ride it tonight. For you, you never
Yeah, see?
wanted it.
You gotta whip it out to write it.
She just didn't
Jeez.
get to that part, but guess I'm gonna have to
Come on,
ride
Janet.
tonight.
You gotta whip it out first.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, how did you
Mhm.
do? How
Yeah,
did
the
you
first time
do?
we had a Janet song.
I know, and the fact that that was on my list of songs that I have, and you had it. Crazy.
Mhm.
That's what happens when you know your bestie for so many years. You start picking the same songs. We start thinking alike and don't even know it.
We've literally picked the same song and section. Was it Joe's episode? We asked
Yeah, it's the same question. We're the same person. Crazy. Or is it? And we're not even in the same state. We haven't been in the same state for years. But
I
our
know.
telepathy is
It's on
hardcore.
point.
Okay. Yay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us know how you did. Don't be afraid to email. Apparently, you could text us, DM us, follow us on social media, and send us a little note. Let's dive in to the last segment of today's episode, the evening pour. We
Mm.
woke up, we had lunch. What are we doing next? Sil and I both love to cook. And so, what would be your go to dinner to make?
So my go-to for just a regular weeknight is typically something easy, either like ground turkey tacos, spaghetti, or anything that can go in the instant pot. I've kind of steered away from the crock pot once the instant pot came into my life, just because I mean, long gone are the days where you have to like take a meat out when you use the instant pot. You can
Mm.
put something from frozen into it and it's ready in less than an hour. It's quick one pot meals are the best.
Do you know the brand off top of your Instant Pot?
It's an Instapot or Instant
Oh,
Pot. That's what
it's so
that's
it's
the
the
brand.
OG brand. It's not
Yes. Now,
it's an Instant Pot, emphasis on the T, Instant Pot. Okay, so I don't have one of those. I'm asking for myself, asking for a friend, and I'm the friend. I definitely I guess I don't really need to invest in one at the moment because I am at home and I'm prepping for dinner the night before.
mm,
For you shams out there, that could be a game changer if you're not already doing it. But I take the meat out the night before, put it in the refrigerator, or first thing in the morning, just let it thaw out so you don't have to worry about it if you don't have the instant pot. But I'm with you, Sil. We do spaghetti. We use ground beef. Another thing that I cook for the boys, I make a lot of lemon pepper chicken. Chicken thighs are
mhm.
my favorite. They're juicier than chicken breasts. The boys love it. A lot of lemon juice, lemon pepper seasoning, vegetables, and some type of starch on the side. It's easy to cook. Any nighttime routines that you do with the kids?
Yes and no. So when it's sports season, it's like a free for all around here. It's just like shower, get to bed. Both kids like us sleeping with them or laying not sleeping, laying with them first.
Mm,
So my husband and I will take turns. Sometimes I'll lay with my son and he'll lay with my daughter, and then we'll switch. And my routine with both of them when I have them is we'll tell a story or read a story, one or the other, say our prayers. If we're in my son's room, we'll put on a show that we both don't watch. It's just kind of background noise, and go to sleep. With my daughter, she doesn't have a TV in her room, which so she will settle herself down. She's just like really quiet, and she'll like play for a little bit, maybe 10 minutes max. She's kind of winding herself down, and as soon as she's done, she turns off the light and comes to bed, and she's ready for bed. We say our prayers and go to sleep. So that's my routine with her. She kind of just started that on her own, but it worked out
mm,
because I'm not fighting with her to get to bed.
nice. Hey, whatever works, right? And
Right?
that's what
Yeah.
works. My husband reads to both of the kids. They brush their teeth. We do bath time. They read the Bible. I think he's reading the Bible. He's reading, there's
Oh.
a it sounds aggressive, but he's reading the kid version. And it
Mhm.
has very nice graphics in there. There are so many options out there to look for that could be suitable for your household and the kids' age range that you're dealing with at home. So I know that I've mentioned that my oldest likes to hear yoga type of music
Oh, yeah, yeah.
as he goes to sleep. And so we play that for him. The machine that we had actually, the cord doesn't work anymore. And we just decided not to invest in another one. So we put YouTube on. And YouTube has a lot of options. And they offer a black screen. Play the yoga music, just search calming music, and he's out within like 6 minutes. He is out like a light.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the music will turn off by itself after maybe about 2 hours. If you don't get to it, it'll turn off by itself. The youngest one still listens to white noise. I lay with him, and he's typically asleep within like 20 minutes. So let's talk about date night options inside of the house with you and your hubby. Do you two have in-house date nights?
We have. I mean, it's not often we do try to get out of the house. But when things aren't working out, we'll do something in the house. Typically, we'll each have like drinks and we'll like play cards. The card game that we play does take some time. We could be there for
Mm,
a couple hours. We'll listen to music. Him and I do not have the same taste in movies. So it's really hard
mm.
for us to watch a movie together because we're constantly like, nope, nope, no. He likes the thrillers. I like the rom-coms. I like the funny stuff. And he's just really not that into it. So we'll spend more time scrolling and then one of us will fall asleep before we actually play anything. So yeah, we're not the type to really watch movies together.
Okay. So you 2 have the same taste in music? Or it
Music,
doesn't?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he
What's
likes
that? What is it?
everything.
Okay.
He likes everything. I'm more R&B. So I'll play some R&B. We both like Babyface, so we'll take it back to like the romantic
Aw,
stuff.
yes. So little baby
Babyface
face.
will
Get the
definitely
mood.
do your date night right.
Okay, little Netflix and chill without the Netflix, more chill. Okay, so inside date nights for my hubby and I is actually the opposite. I didn't know that you 2 didn't, I guess, necessarily watch shows together. We actually just finished watching a show on Netflix titled Boots, a military-based show about a Marine. It's a mini series. I'm not sure if they're gonna come out with a season 2. There were 8 episodes. We both enjoyed it. Another show that we watched is Beauty in Black. I think it's a Tyler Perry production, and they have 2 seasons out. Make sure you have time, to watch to watch that particular show, but we're both really into it. It's about strippers, drama, murder, family. It's a lot going on. It's a good show. And it's almost like a soap opera, and because the drama is just really? Um,
Okay.
but it's called Beauty in Blacks. There are so many other shows that my hubby and I watch. We like comedy. We've watched almost all the comedy specials that Netflix has to offer. So that's typically what we'll do. We'll both have a drink, we'll sit down and watch a movie. Going out, what is your date night to go out?
Typically when we go out, we'll go out to a restaurant, either sit at the bar or, the dining area. We'll just hang out, we'll sit, talk, have drinks.
So to date night, we have a sitter. When we do get that privilege, when a in-law or my parent is in town, we do comedy shows. We both like to laugh. We honestly don't. I don't want to say we don't care about the comedian, but we kind of don't care about the comedian. We've done so many
Mhm.
comedy shows, and I think it just keeps our marriage just lighthearted.
Mhm.
And we have so many serious things that happen within the household between moving and just figuring out so many different big choices and decisions that we have to make in our marriage. I think that we can both just agree upon laughing is healthy for the soul. And
Right? Yeah.
so we love a good comedy show, and I will suggest a look it up. It may sound scary, but it's called Don't Tell Comedy. And there are some little perks and little quirks about it. Look it up. Don't Tell Comedy. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I think it's a great option. A date night. It's fun. It's kind of spontaneous too. And go dance for the night. We'll do a comedy show and we go out and have drinks and we love to dance and just hang out with each other, vibe out. Okay. So, what is your nighttime routine?
So once the kids are in bed, I will wash my face. I started using this, it's called Medicube. And it's like a Korean brand. I did see that Kylie Jenner uses one of the products from that brand. I like it. So one of them is like these cleansing pads, and another one it's this really thick hydrating gel. A few times a week, I'll exfoliate. Brush my teeth, put on my pajamas. I'll either scroll or read or just watch a rerun of something while I, you know, start to doze off.
What's your go-to rerun?
Ooh. So I've been really into the Steve Harvey show.
It's so
And
random to
now
me.
I'm watching Modern Family. Everybody Loves Raymond or King of Queens or Friends or New Girl. All of those sitcoms. I love all those sitcoms.
Yes. Yes, yes. That sounds like a very relaxing routine. I love it.
One last thing that I do want to add to my routine is that I have been very adamant for the last about year or two about my vitamins. And I do switch it up every now and then, but I did find these vitamins that were recommended to me because I was losing a lot of hair. They are
Postpartum.
called, well, yeah, it has to do with
Okay.
postpartum and my hormones. It's called Mary Ruth's. It's a liquid morning multivitamin plus hair growth. It comes in two flavors, dragon fruit and peach mango. It is a little pricey. I did find that Costco had the best deal for it. I have noticed a drastic change in my hair falling out. I mean, it's natural for your hair to fall out,
Mhm.
some hair, but it's drastic at that amount of hair that is no longer falling out. And my hair feels thicker. I can see new growth coming in. So I have a lot of little tiny hairs, which is, it's annoying, but it's also like, oh my gosh, thank God. Like it's growing back and it's
Mm.
getting longer, it's getting fuller. And just overall, like having that multivitamin, I could just feel the difference overall. And you could just tell that it's a good quality, good brand. Mary Ruth's, you can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Sam's Club, Costco, Whole Foods. The best deal that I found was at Costco. They also have kids vitamins.
Mhm.
I did get my children the multivitamins. My son did not like it. My daughter was fine with it. It's a little thick, but I think they're great. I would vouch for this vitamin any day
Mm.
because I have definitely seen a difference with at least my hair and just like the overall way I feel sometimes.
Nice. Okay, Mary Ruth. Thanks for letting us know. My nightcap is pretty chill. Washing the face, brush the teeth. If my husband wants to go to bed early, I take that time to catch up on a show on Netflix called The Worst Ex Ever. And so, for instance, that's a show that I know my husband is 100% not interested in. So I would never present that to him to watch. But if everyone goes to sleep before me, I will make sure I'm in my nice pajamas. I'll cozy up on the couch and watch shows like that. You mentioned all those nostalgic shows. I am a sucker for The Kings of Queens. I love My
Mhm.
Wife and Kids. If those shows are on, I will stop and watch. I also watch Modern Family.
Sympathy.
Martin, yeah, funny. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Mhm.
There's not too much into the nighttime routine, but just de-stressing. By the end of the night, once the kids are asleep, I try not to do anything else. Like the day's over, I'm clocked out. I'm not cleaning anything. If it's not clean, if it's not taken care of, I'll get to it tomorrow. So, parents, remember that making sure to take time for yourself and finding that time in your day to decompress and to de stress. The last thing that we're going to touch base on, which will be so quick, Sil, what is your late night pour? What
I love a good hot tea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do
So
you have a
either
flavor?
a chamomile tea or a turmeric ginger cinnamon tea. But if I need to literally decompress, then some type of sweet white wine will also do the trick.
Yeah. I'm definitely a wine girly, and if all's quiet in the house, Mama's pouring a glass of wine and I'm watching my my murder mysteries. I'm on the case and
Yeah.
I'm trying to I'm focusing on who done it. preferably a Pinot Grigio. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this episode. This is how we do it. We hope that you were able to hear something that you can use in your day to day life and share with a friend.
Or add it to your routine, whether it's a new book, something new for lunch, or just in the way you decompress at night. If it works for you, let us know or share with a friend. Okay. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is definitely caring, and direct them to this episode. We appreciate the support. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Pouring and Parenting,
Where sip happens and we pour about it.